Hello, everybody. Oops, I forgot about that. Well, hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good time zone, merry time zone. I am doing pretty well today myself. I hope everyone else is doing pretty well. Today we are going to be building something, so hopefully you all are looking forward to that because I've been looking forward to it all week, honestly. And today we are building the HG Gundam Age Clanche, also known as the RGE G2-100. It is a mass production version of the Gundam Age 2. I was seen in the third part of Gundam Age, also known, I would call it the third age. With that, let me actually just flip-flop over here. So yeah, this is the box. I just wanted to show off the cool artwork that they do for the Clanche. And yeah, it is a transforming mobile suit, which is the big appeal of it, as to pilots and all that jazz. Let me just get the runners out real quick. Here are the runners. Only in 2 bags, which is surprising, but you know, I'm not one to complain about not having a ton of stuff flopping all around all over the place. But yeah, this is the bag. These are all the runners and all that jazz, as I explained last time. In case you weren't here last time, basically the tree things that where the model actually is, so like this right here, that's called a runner, or a sprue, depending on who you are talking to. And I have the instructions up on a monitor right now, so actually I don't have to have the instructions up all the time. So let's go. Hopefully, going to increase the speed at which we build. Also, let me turn down myself just a tiny bit, and also let me put some tunes on. Got some lo-fi hip hop. Hopefully, no copyright. I'm turning it down. No, there's ads. Man, okay, never mind. Why would you put ads on these? I remember I was having this issue last time. There we go. Turning it down just in case. I don't trust it. I don't trust it none at all. Based on I've been scorned already once. But I digress. I just bumped something, I just realized. So my camera moved a tiny bit. I'm gonna cut that. Anyways, here are all the parts. I'm just gonna keep the poly caps as well as the clear part here, and I'm gonna move all this actually over to a separate surface just to clear my build space. And yeah, I'm excited. I was actually doing some research in the Clanche because it is actually a kind of a blind spot for me a little bit. Hello, Orion. Hello. The Clanche is kind of surprisingly a blind spot. Because I haven't really done that much research into Gundam Age. Primarily because Gundam Age, it focused a lot on the Gundam in Gundam Age. And a lot of the mobile suits that appear are kind of just cannon fodder. So it's one of those situations where I just never really cared to look into a lot of them, except for like the Adele, which is like the mass production of the Age 1 Gundam, while this is the mass production of the Age 2 Gundam. So either way, it's gonna be pretty pog, hopefully. So starts out with A. This is the A runner, and first cut. Yeah, welcome. Just gonna hang out, made breakfast after my job hunt. Heck yeah. Feel free just to hang out. No major requirements needed to actually participate. Maybe because it's just me building. I was debating about going into the Knock'em Ascension Discord and entering the stream Bargenines Aloud. I made breakfast for the first meal of the day, 2 double cheeseburgers and a bowl of sour cream and onion chips. Oh, okay, sour cream and onion chips, okay. That sounds more like a lunch, but you know what? I'm not here to judge. There is no reason why we can't have two cheeseburgers in the morning other than societal constructs. I'm actually debating about going in. So like I said, hey, yo, Selfine. I'm just building we cut out the first, cut out and cleaned the first bit of the Gundam age. I'm planning on taking my time with this. Last time I kind of got a little, I started rushing because I wasn't sure if I was gonna bore you guys or not. Right now, as I've been saying, I've been debating about entering the stream Bargenines Aloud in the backstage Discord. So in case if you guys want to hang out and actually talk, we can do that. C22. Actually, you know, I am gonna do that real quick. Hang on a second. It is going to actually dampen my sound for some reason. So, stream Bargenines Aloud. It actually did not dampen the sound at all, so that's pretty good. Alright. Can I just mention how unfortunate the name Clanche is for a mobile suit? Because to me, Clanche sounds like a medical condition. We're gonna do some Fortnite, so that might be audio poison, but maybe later. Okay, that's fair enough. But can I just mention how unfortunate the name Clanche is? Because Clanche sounds like a medical condition. It's like, oh, hello. To pull for Bulbasaur in Genshin. I have not played Genshin in quite some time, actually. I think my stream was kind of like the last time I played Genshin. So, I'm not sure. Perhaps. Also, redeem random Gundam lore. Well, good thing I'm actually doing Gundam. Swords? Like Gundam swords? Or like Gundam swords. Okay, what Gundam sword are you talking about? Because there's actually multiple different kinds. Like those beam sabers, which are like lightsabers. But there's also like the GN swords that the Gundam Exia uses, which was a specially hardened metal that was specifically coated and treated with GN particles while being created, making the sword itself much harder and sharper, allowing it to be able to cut through mobile suits much easier than like a normal giant sword. And then there's just like swords. Oh, I just flicked a piece. Hang on, and you get the piece. There we go. Yeah. Physical. Heck yeah. Okay. Thank you for doing that, Orion. Orion, the bro Ryan. Am I right, gamers? Ha ha ha. Yeah. There's a couple different physical weapons that Gundams have. Primarily speaking, most Gundams use beam weapons. And that's just the physical. That's just how Gundams usually are, right? You think of a Gundam and you think of a beam saber, but I think there's two notable. My God, I might have to take off the cloth chassis. Y'all just have to deal with it. Because it's hard to hold on pieces with the cloth chassis. Let's quickly run the boy simulation. Yeah, there's two. I would say there's two notable instances of a Gundam wielding a physical hard metal sword, and that was. Oh, there's rain, by the way, so this is extra aesthetic now. There is the Gundam Barbados, which had multiple physical weapons, because beam weapons actually don't exist in Iron-Blooded Orphans, except for mobile armors. And then there's the Exia and like Exia kin suits. So like the Exia like Avalanche, the Double O, all the Double O spawn, the Astria, they all have physical. Oh, tell other lore. Okay, I shall tell other lore. Is there a particular suit you want to know about? Oh my God, it is raining hard. Can y'all hear that? It is raining really hard. But yeah, is there a particular suit you want to know about? Orion, tell me about the ball. The ball is okay. Yeah, it's raining. It's coming down hard. I think it's the weather. Yep, there it is. Okay, I might need to shed. I mean, it's whatever. It's just some aesthetic, I guess, now. Okay. Let's try again. Okay. Once more. With passion, with flavor. Hello, Damien. The ball technically isn't really a mobile suit. Really, it's not what you would really expect a mobile suit to be. The ball is much more akin to a like space pod that got mobile suitified, because the Federation was in desperate need of mobile suits at one point in the war, in the 1 year war, which is when hello Horatius, is when the ball was introduced, and yeah, they kind of fell out of fashion for obvious reasons, because their nickname was the Mobile Coffin. I'm doing pretty well. I'm struggling to put pieces together. It was nicknamed the Mobile Coffin. So most people, it kind of fell out of fashion. I think there was like one notable instance of a ball being used after the 1 year war, and that was for the GM Juggler. The GM Juggler was a funnel test type mobile suit, so the balls weren't actually piloted. They were funnels. Yeah, the balls were funnels in the GM Juggler. Yeah, they were nicknamed the Mobile Coffin. But that did not actually stop the Federation from attempting to make it good. And the keyword is attempting. I think the most noble instance of them trying to make it good was the fish eye ball, which is basically them up armoring the ball and giving it giant like claw hands. And it like died immediately. Because it still isn't good against the mobile suit. So yeah, that's the ball lore for your face. I was actually, you know what? I was actually debating about getting I was at the hobby store getting the Clanche for the stream today, right? And they actually have a bunch of rare kits there right now. Specifically because they apparently been importing it from a separate seller than Bluefin. Since Bluefin currently has a shortage of model kits. So they had like the 7-Eleven model kits. Yes, by the way, there is 7-Eleven model kits. And specifically, they had the 7-Eleven ball. So I was really tempted. I was really okay. Full transparency, I was really tempted just to get the ball. Get the ball, you know. The 7-Eleven balls. This is two. The ball model kit comes with 2 balls. And they were in like 7-Eleven colors, so they're like white and green. It was super weird, and I really wanted to get one, but I was like, no. It was like $40 for a ball, so I thought the money didn't really equal out, so to speak. Yeah, there's actually a lot of 7-Eleven model kits. There's a 7-Eleven perfect grade. There's a lot of 7-Eleven perfect grade unicorn Gundam. There is a not perfect grade. There is a high grade Ak guy. There is a high grade RX-78. They're all in. There is a 7-Eleven Barbados. Barbados. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Basically, the main suit from Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. There's one of that, and they replace its mace with a 7-Eleven sign. So I thought you would enjoy that. Okay, so this is like on a track. I can actually see myself having a hard time putting this in. So I might have to go off screen to put it in. Or not. I guess I'm too much of a boss bitch. Alright, and then PC6. But yeah, also I'm just gonna say this, since it is a Gundam build stream, there's probably gonna be free Gundam lore redeems. Because, you know, it would make sense for me to talk about Gundam while building a Gundam. Because technically, I would say this is Gundam Kin, because it is a mass production of a Gundam. So, come on. There we go. Okay, never mind. Beads. White time. Also, if you're talking about a large blue raspberry suit, that's just called a goof. I would say a goof is a large blue raspberry mobile suit. Because it's like it's blue. It's in all honesty, a goof is just a blue Zaku. Which I know a goof is not a Zaku, right? It's not a Zaku. Because technically speaking, the goof actually did come first. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually a new build mat. I figured I would need it because my original one is in storage. I wanted to start the Gundam series. What would you suggest? Depends. Orion, do you want to start out with something more lighthearted, or do you want to start out with like a good Gundam, like a war story Gundam? Yeah, so it's up to you. If you want to start with something a little more, I'll say quote unquote actually Gundam, or something a little more lighthearted, just to kind of get you in the mood to see two mobile suits punch each other in the face viciously. Come on, that in? Oh, that's so weird. So this white panel covers the vents. That's super weird. Because this so far has literally just been the chest of the Age 2. Except for this right here. This is what changed. But personally speaking, I would recommend... I'll just give you both options, honestly. If you want to saw something a little more lighthearted, basically much more akin to a sports anime or like a shonen, I would recommend the Gundam Build series. Because it is actually about people building model kits, customizing those model kits, and then beating the shit out of each other with said model kits. But if you want to watch something a little more like actually Gundam, I would recommend Iron-Blooded Orphans, because that is kind of the first one to be imported into the US for quite some time. Which, of course, the situation is much different now. But it is really easy to find, right? Like, it's on almost every major streaming service. It's on YouTube for free. But otherwise, I'd recommend starting with the movie versions of 0079, because that is the very beginning of the Universal Century, which is the first Gundam series. So I'd recommend that. So that's like a couple options, you know? Hopefully that answered your question. Okay, let's see. You lift that up, then I gotta get this. So I'd still recommend Gundam Build Fighters, or just the Gundam Build series in general, because it's the first two are basically sports anime, but they're definitely still very focused on two mobile suits beating the hell out of each other. But there is some of like the shonen tropes, right? Gundam Build Fighters Try is the worst one when it comes to that. But Gundam Build Divers V-Rise is still lighthearted while also being much more akin to a normal Gundam, because they're actually like fighting a war in Gundam Build Divers. So I'd recommend that if you want to start something lighthearted. I will say RCB, Maple, and I have been watching Gundam Build Divers, and it's still a bit early in there, so if you wanted to join us at any point, feel free to. In fact, I will gladly rewatch the beginning episodes with you, so you're all catched up with us, caught up to us. That is what I'm looking for, word-wise. Because that one is literally them playing an MMO with Gundam, so. Let's see, it's like... What the fuck? Hang on, I need to lift this up again. It's like asking me to flip it down. Oh, okay. This is a really weird mechanism. I don't think that's actually securely in there, really. So, it is what it is. We'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. But yeah, no, I will gladly rewatch it with you if you ever wanted to. Otherwise, I'd recommend like Iron-Blooded Orphans. That's the one I started with actually, and it is a mafia story. It is a mafia situation. It's pretty wild. Hang on. Where is the... Oh, this is not the right part. No wonder I couldn't find it. Yeah, the green nod emoji. I know what one you're talking about. Has anyone ever seen the movie Mafia, which is like a parody of all Mafia movies? I have not, but I've played the game Mafia, which is like a party game. All right. I will say this real quick. I am not dropping the pieces as much as I did last time, so that is a boon. Because last time it definitely was like me dropping a part like every other minute. To the point where I was actually debating on implementing a drop counter. Probably, wait, it's probably awful, but I saw it when I was, I think, 11. Well, yeah, I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't put too much input on Mafia. Alright, and then we get this fancy waste mechanism going. And this is, I can tell this or that I can tell this is already going to be. Never mind. I was about to say this is going to be hell to put in with the cloth chassis, but you know what? It was good in the end. It was okay. Yeah, now we got this fancy waste mechanism, which just kind of has like a weird raw dog polycap just exposed. Interesting. Oh, I totally missed that. I need to put another polycap. Okay, sorry, I can only chill for a touch. I gotta get my stream going. Be good, folks. Hey, you have a good day, Horatius. Thanks for stopping by. You're a real cool person. Alright, polycap in. And that right there, ladies and gents and non-binary folks and thems, gentlemen, or gentle thems, there we go. That's the torso right there. That's pretty pog. I'm placing this to the side. The benefits of building a grunt suit is that they tend to be way faster than building a main suit like this guy over here, who's laying down because his weak ankles cannot handle the backpack. His weak ankles cannot handle. Oh boy. Here's when I have to decide, do I want to try to put the stickers on the head? 'Cause that's a lot of stickers. I don't necessarily have the dexterity right now with the cloth on. It's back for the head. Oh, suits one weakness ankles. Well, I mean, here's the way that they solve that. I don't think the Freedom Gundam ever really stood In the show, actually, like in the show, it was like kind of like always hovering or in space. Like I'm sure there are scenes of it standing still, but like I don't really recall them. I want to get to the point where I have a feckin' arena area to build Gundams myself. Yeah, I don't have that. Like, well, I mean, this is my area, but this is also like where I stream and stuff, so it's like, it is what it is. We'll get there someday. Someday. There we go. This is where I must decide if I put the stickers on or not. I want to try. I'm gonna try to put the stickers on. This might be a giant mistake, so hold on to thine butts. I'm also gonna bring it in so I can actually have the dexterity to apply this. Alright, so far okay, I might have scuffed the inside of the head. I scuffed the inside of the head, so I'm taking this sticker off and I'm gonna banish it to the end. Yeah, I'm banishing the sticker. Mainly because, you know, it's not like you're going to be able to really see it either, since it's going to be underneath a visor. But I think I'm going to try to put the stickers on the outside of the head. Come on. Then a 3. Okay, and then putting this on. Come on, please. I have to grip the parts super oddly in order to get like the leverage but like the angle needed to actually sand it. Come on. Work with me here, sticker. Okay, I'm gonna do like a multi-pronged attack, I suppose. Yeah, okay, we got the sticker on. The back camera, which I think was going to be the hardest one. Just pressing it in. Because it's just angled really oddly compared to the rest of the mobile suit. Well, the rest of this cameras, I guess. Alright, and I'm bringing it in again so I can actually operate a bit better with what I'm doing here. There we go. We got the stickers on. Look at that. Nice little pop of green. I'm just gonna put the head on because I like doing that, even though I technically know you're not supposed to do that yet. I like doing it because I like seeing the progress build up. You feel me? And now for the visor. Also, first empty runner. Just gonna zoom off the nubs real quick. Personally, Damien, one of the biggest things I want to do is I want to enter the Gundam Builders World Cup at some point because I feel like I could get pretty far. Maybe. I just need to make custom gunplay again, which I haven't been able to do because of my move. But it is what it is. Okay, I believe we are making an arm now. Hang on, I'm gonna redeem myself a stretch real quick. I'm self-redeeming, I'm sorry. Okay. Cool. The Clanche. What I think is very interesting is that the Clanche is like one of the only mobile suits in Gundam Age, other than Gundams and stuff, to have a prototype. Right? Like the Adels, they didn't have a prototype. Oop, thank you, Orion. Alright, let me just... Ooh, okay. And then coolant. I don't have Basco Mug with me today because it's a little dirty and it's in the washing machine right now. But another day, Basco Mug shall return. Yeah, thank you for the redeems, Orion. Let me just slide this bad boy in. I need to angle it properly, of course. There we go. All right. Now that polycap is in. Looks like we're moving on to the A's. A4 and A5. Ooh, a little guitar. Mixing it up, spicing it up in this little playlist. It's a live stream, so I figured a live stream would be least likely to have ads just in the middle of the video. Or I could be completely wrong. I have no idea. Can't exactly listen to what I usually listen to with like Orion, for instance, when we're hanging out. Unless I want to get copyright, like unless I want to get DMCA to heck and back. Okay. That was a very hard part to clean. I don't think it's really clean, but it is. So, it's good enough. It has to be good enough. This is the shoulder part. You're back with a drink. What drink do you have? Six and A7. Yeah, what kind of drink? What are you slurping on, the Orion Strider? Oop. Mango Loco. Does Timora know you have a Mango Loco? Did you steal it from Timora Tora? Fair, fair enough, I guess. Oh, this also has a little track on it. Interesting. There we go. It is difficult to build with this chassis. But I guess I'm a little afraid of taking off the chassis and running the real time, like the real boy look for a little while, as in running the humanoid version of me over my internal frame in real time. I'm not sure how much I want to do that. Come on, work with me here. Work with me here, parts. There we go. There we go. It's an interesting little track here. I don't really know why it has this track, but it does. So that's neat. That's one shoulder done. Let's build the arm now, and I'm going to run the simulation real quick. So hang on, let me just remove the chassis and start up the simulation. It's just a little too difficult, unfortunately. So here's the simulation running right now. It looks like it's running all right. So yeah, moving right along. Let's just get the arms built. 5 and 6. 5 and 6. There we go. See, it's much easier to grip when I don't have the chassis on like that. Or that chassis specifically. There we go. PC 15 and PC 11. No, we were supposed to have inspectors come to the apartment today. Like, they just want to do like a inspection, make sure, you know, there's nothing sussy going on, you know. But they never came, and they were supposed to come yesterday too, and they also didn't come then. So there might be a period where I have to be like, hey, I need to go for a second, because they might be inspecting the room. But otherwise, it's up in the air, because they are being very vague on when they're actually going to be coming. So just a warning to everybody. Maybe they did turn into ghosts. And 16. Where are you? Parts? 1816, okay. Yeah, so I'm glad that the simulation is running well. Because I don't want y'all to see my internal frame because it's a little weird looking. There we go. And either way, it's like they are the business hours for the group at least is like 5 p.m. and it's 5 minutes till 5 p.m. So it's like I don't think they're really gonna be coming today. So it's been a weird day, just waiting for them and worrying that they're gonna come in and barge in the middle of my live stream. But so far that hasn't happened. Luckily. I should also say so far. It has not happened so far. Because they could easily do that right now. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. Yeah, man, like I always want to. I hate the name Clanche. You know, I feel like there's much better names you could give a mobile suit than Clanche. Like Clanche just sounds like a medical condition. You know, it's like, oh no, I got the Clanche. Got clanched. Can't come to work today. I got the case of the Clanche. You know what I mean? That's just... This sounds really weird. Which one is the most strapped? Oh, that is a hard question to answer. So... The most strapped Gundam... Just like on the amount of physical weapons it's carrying? Is that what you mean? Because there's a lot. I caught the Clanche! Yeah, exactly. It just sounds like a disease. $23 and $20. The most strapped Gundam though, that's a good question. I would say that is probably. So okay, here's a quick way to ask this. Are we counting physically the amount or the amount of weapon types they have? Because I would say that if we're talking about like just most strapped, right? It might be going to a mobile suit with like a funnel system on it, because funnels there's just a lot of funnels, right? So that might be going to something like the Queen Marasai. Hello, Jeff Cheese. Welcome to the stream. We are building the Gundam Clanche. As for like, I don't know, Ryan. I don't think you should ask someone like that, just like out of the blue like that. I don't think you should ask someone if they like cheese. You should at least get to know them first. It's like etiquette, you know? Oop. There we go. It's a little disappointing it only has a 90-degree bend in its arm, but it's like whatever, you know. I guess they couldn't keep everything from the Gundam Age 2, which has double jointed elbows. Which, in modelers' terms, double jointed elbows is basically what wires. It is what allows a arm to go like this, right? It's like a finger, right? Fingers are double jointed. But yeah, what is the most strapped? Probably on sheer firepower alone, the most strapped one I think would probably be going to the Strike Freedom Gundam, or maybe the Deep Striker, which technically doesn't exist, but at the same time it does. It's a really weird gray zone, to say the least. There we go. And then these nuts. Team. There we go. And then this. Oh, which one? There's a slight difference. There's a very slight difference. One. Go with this one. There we go. Yeah, it's just cool mobile suit stuff. I'm including mobile suits here, and I'm excluding mobile armors because mobile armors will probably be going to like the Psycho Gundams, the Destroy Gundam, or the Neo Zeong, because those have a lot of weapons on them. There we go. These nuts. You know how it is. Which one did I cut out? When in doubt, just look at the back sometimes and it works. And sometimes see what you cut out by just looking at the back of the hands, as in the back plate of the hands, because they have very specific connection points on them. This model is overall going way faster than the Freedom Gundam. Which, by the way, the Freedom Gundam actually did get a statue recently. Because they being Bandai Sunrise, right? They've been periodically making Gundam statues. There's two major ones. There's a walking one in Kaiba, I think. And then there is a Unicorn Gundam in Gundam Base. And then in China, they recently got a Freedom Gundam statue. So the one that I have made over here, this little dude with the feetsies, that's a statue now. I was also hanging out with Orion the other day when basically Bandai decided to do this like live stream thing where they presented a bunch of Gundam based exclusive models, very much like almost like an auction, and they had the Gundarium tier, like not Gundarium tier, Gundarium alloy RX-78, which, in case you don't know, a Gundarium is like a special alloy created on the moon in Mobile Suit Gundam, at least the Universal Century, where it is like a titanium steel alloy, and it's super strong. And apparently they tried replicating the creation process as best they could, as in they powdered both titanium and steel, and then basically mixed them up in a vacuum before melting it down into like the alloy. So it's $2,500. So unfortunately, unless I get a really big donation, I am not going to be able to get the Gundarium tier RX-78. As cool as it would be to have, I wouldn't be able to have it. It would also 100% be a thing that just exists purely on my shelf and nothing else. Because if that thing falls, it's gonna like leave a crater in the floor. Just from sheer size of it, the sheer girth of the lad, it's gonna result in there's a crater emerging in the floor if that thing falls. Plus the shipping alone, like it is 2,500 USD, right? But that is excluding shipping prices. Trying to ship that thing, that's gonna be like easily another bunch of monies. So unfortunately, it's probably gonna be more like 2,600 from shipping costs alone. There was also this, the Clanche has not only appeared in Gundam Age, it's also appeared in Gundam Build Divers. In kind of a cool way, where the champion of the game, his guild, his two, like, I guess like top guild mates is the best way to put them, are, they pilot Clanches in the beginning of the show, and the champion pilots an Age 2, so it's like, you know, they're piloting mass productions of the Age 2, and the main guy pilots an Age 2. So I think that's neat. There's also a new show coming out relatively soon called Gundam Breaker Battlelog, which is based on the Gundam Breaker games, and luckily it's based on the original Gundam Breaker games instead of New Gundam Breaker, which is why I played a while ago on stream, which was universally panned to the point where they made the mobile phone app, they changed the name of the app in the United States because the Gundam Breaker name was so tarnished by the game that they made an app called Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare, but they recently renamed it to Gundam Breaker Mobile, to its proper name. which is good because now it makes sense on when the game actually boots up and it says Gundam Breaker Mobile. And I might try to play Gundam Breaker Mobile on stream, maybe. I just need to figure out a way to stream on my phone. Which, as in, I know how to, I just need to set it up. And debate if Gundam Breaker Mobile is worth 2 hours of content. Which it might not be. It might be a game that's better played on my own in luxury and just tweeted about every once in a while compared to actually playing it. It's just, you know, that's just how it is. It is what it is sometimes. Go. Ah, yes. The magics of building a grunt suit is that it's so much quicker to build. Because there's not as much detail on grunt suits usually. That is, except that they did make an exception. When I first moved to where I currently am, they just recently released the Dagger L model kit, which is a really good grunt suit. That is like one of the best grunt suits I've ever built. The only downside is that it didn't give it a flippin' backpack, so it's like walking around nude half the time. Or the equivalent of a nude. The point is, there's definitely something missing. And I refuse to display it from the back because it looks really weird without like one of the only things that it has that going for it. Not one of, that is a bad way of putting it. Let me think real quick. What I'm trying to say is that the mobile suit looks weird without the backpack. Here, I actually have it at my disposal. Just need to reach back for it real quick. This guy, right? Really good model kit. Super, super good. It is one of my favorite mobile, like, grunt suits I've had the pleasure of building recently. But look at that weird hole in the back. And that is why I never actually display it in a way that I can see its back, because it looks really weird without its backpack. Well, without a backpack. Back to building. This music's vibing, yo. Not gonna lie. I like this lo-fi channel. There we go. And then this polycap. You know, a part of me actually prefers grunt suits over Gundams and stuff. Not really sure why. I think it's because the grunt suits are canvases for you to customize them much easier, at least much more in my opinion, than a Gundam is. Because while some Gundams are pretty easy to customize, such as, but not limited to, the like Strike Gundam, Arc 78, so on and so forth. Some Gundams are a little harder to customize, like the Zeta Gundam, for instance, right? Zeta Gundams are hard to do. Also, Beep Boop. Don't know how long that's been there, but apologies, it's been a while, but Beep Boop got a free one. There we go. Making sure everything is oriented correctly while assembling. Go. Yeah, just like, I don't know. It's weird to explain. I've been judged before for liking grunt suits more. Like GMs, I love myself a GM. A good GM, that shit is great. Like, my favorite mobile suit is the Hyakushiki, which is technically a Gundam, well, Gundam tier mobile suit, I would say. But you know what? Nothing beats a good old boy that exists only to die. You know. Because a lot of the gun suits do kind of only exist just to die. That's just kind of how it is. Also, I just realized, I've been wondering this entire time, why do I have beam sabers? Because I don't recall them having beam sabers, and I just remembered to have a cool little thing I'll show y'all later. I'll show you all the cool thing a bit later. There we go. Let's get the hand on there. The Honda. Wow, wow. I've been watching a lot of JoJo again recently. Like, just like a nostalgia thing, I guess, because I used to be really into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I kind of fell out of it for a while. No particular reason. I guess I just ran out of steam of not Gundam, of JoJo. But with like part 6 being announced and stuff, animation-wise, and part 8 seemingly approaching its climax, it's kind of hard not to be like, yo, what if I do rewatch the show, you know, or like what if I do reread JoJolion at fucking weird ass stands. Like, there's a stand in JoJolion that is activated by someone building a Lego set, and the Lego set is like the Lego architecture White House. That's the only way to activate that that stand. There we go. And now we are done with the upper half of the Clanche. The Clanche. Does it have a backpack? It doesn't really have room for a backpack, really. But at least it doesn't have just a weird, clearly open hole meant for a backpack. Okay, I believe this is the legs next. I know, like a single page. That's weird. These are super simple legs, which, you know what? Sometimes super simple legs, they're pretty nice. I like myself a leg that has a bunch of articulation as much as the next guy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta enjoy being able to build a leg within a timely manner. You know what? We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. As in, I'm going to build the legs at the same time, which technically is going to double the length of a single leg to be built, but, you know, it is what it is. It's easier for me to do. Especially because the legs are symmetrical. Spherical. Ah! You know, even even with the cloth chassis off, I still drop parts. Maybe I should, for these streams, maybe I should get a drop counter. How many times I've dropped a single part. Not a single part, but like overall parts, you know? It's like, oh, Basco dropped like the same part, not the same part, but like dropped a part like 50 times. Because last time, the first stream I did, it was definitely like in double, like it was in the 20s, I think, was when I dropped the part. So have you ever built something like a master grade? Shit, dude. Might as well just retire right there. Not legally allowed to build anymore at that point. Especially if it's a master grade. You know, they did have a master grade Hyaku Shiki, which again is one of my favorite mobile suits, at my local hobby store. The primary issue there is that they were actually, it was so expensive that I was like, I couldn't afford it, which made me very sad because it is one of my favorite mobile suits, and the master grade Hyaku Shiki 2.0 is styling. Come on, Polycap, get the fuck in there, please. I always gotta have at least one Polycap just not wanting to actually do its fucking job and go into the hole. Oh my god. Ah! Both of them didn't go in. Am I using the right fucking Polycap? I am. You know what? here's what I'm gonna do. Let's see, PC 8C18. We're gonna do this a little weird. Sorry, we need to do a D&D mecha hybrid thing where we name all the mechs after ancestries and all the weapons after spells and shit. Make a beam saber and call it +1 longsword. That would be cool. I would like to organize this with you, like legit, right now, Ryan. Get on the Discord. Yeah, I could play Goblin Ranger with a flame tongue. Want to see points at 30-foot mech. Actually, 30 feet is not that too off from Gundams. Gundams are like a couple of stories high. But no, seriously, I wouldn't mind collabing you with doing something like that. That would be cool as fuck. I actually did want to write a story for a short while where the mechs were named after like fantasy monsters like that. There we go. So this is a bit of a backwards way of actually handling the situation that we found ourselves in, where basically I'm using the part. I'm using another part to basically force the polycaps to be rigid enough for me to actually put them the fuck in. Except for this one, because it's trying to be special and not want to go in. Finger strengths. There we go. And then PC 11. Yeah, I think that would be cool actually. Just like at least for like a, I guess like a shooting the shit kind of situation, you know? There we go. Wait, did I put the polycap in? Good! I was really worried that I forgot to put the polycap in. I'm like, no, the polycap. Oh, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to separate. But no, we're good. We're vibing. This mobile suit, by the way, has the like chunkiest legs I've ever seen on a transforming mobile suit. It's wild how thick its legs are. There we go. You'll see, at least compared to the foot to leg ratio is very off with this mobile suit. As in, again, it looks really thick, like real chunky. A real chunky monkey, some might even say. That's 5. All right. What would So my thinking, you got me thinking now, Orion. If this was an actual thing, would a ranger, like not a ranger, what would like racing class be? Would a race be like the overall type of mobile suit, and then the race could be like the specialization, like to put into Gundam terms, like a Zaku 2 and a Zaku Mine Layer, like they're the same suit, but like one's built specifically for demolitions. Would you think that would be the case, or would it be something else? So I'm not sure if you remember, Orion, but I did try to make that mech game way back in the day. That mech TTRPG. I had to take off the cloth chassis. This is just a real-time simulation of the humanoid form of myself. Much like my actual humanoid form, it's just a simulation that you're seeing that is being currently projected over my internal frame. Because the cloth chassis was currently not cooperating. So, skin suit. I'm not actually wearing flesh. I'm not actually wearing skin or something. It's just a projection. It's a projection over my internal frame. Alright. Apparently we're supposed to hear a fucking snap. Hang on. Bringing this part in, babes. Makes it feels like it's really easy to break them for some reason. Why would they make this so easy to break? That's so weird. Anyways, that's the bottom part of the leg. Let's continue building this leg. Or let's build the other side. Yeah, let's build the other side. Doot, doot, doot. Whenever I hear like vinyl static, like what's happening right now, I can only think of Everywhere at the End of Time. And that, it just hits different. You know, it hits different. That album hurted. Motherfucker hurted. Oh, hang on, I'm redeeming myself a stretch. Ugh. Excuse me. Yeah, we're vibing right now, you know how it is. Yeah, this polycap's not cooperating right now, so I'm bringing it in so I can see what's wrong with it. Do 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 do. I was making sure this leg is actually gonna assemble correctly. Why aren't you wanting to assemble correctly, babe? Oh, that's a nasty seam line. It's gonna be particularly obvious on this leg, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyways, back to business. Ooh. Yeah, so it's just a funky. Clanche is funky. I wish the prototype Clanche actually was like made an appearance on the screen, because it was it looks much more like the age dude. What's up? What's up? Oh. Hello, Orion. Competitive build streams? Oh, like it's a race to see who finishes first? Something like that, like a race, or like what is the judging criteria in this? What did I learn today? I learned that it is really easy for people to accidentally get introduced to political material and not realize that they get introduced to political material, which then causes them to get radicalized. Not to get super political on my own stream, but you know, it's just something that occurred, and it was a sobering reminder of just how easy it is to get got by stuff like that, by unsavory individuals. There we go. Build race. All right. I mean, I'm down to do a build race. I'm not sure about anyone else. I'm down to build race. Build races sound fun. You should write a tweet, redeem, so I can make you say Gundam C is your favorite. Gundam Seed. I mean, I feel like Gundam Seed gets a bad rap most of the time. It has its place, you know. Personally, it's not my favorite Gundam, but I respect those that, like, you know, I respect the opinion that it can be some people's favorite Gundams. Cause like my favorite Gundam is Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, and that is also very contentious amongst people. Maybe because it just introduced a bunch of new people to Gundam since it was introduced in the West. So you know, a bunch of gatekeeping people like, hey, if you like Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, you're not actually a Gundam fan. But you know, it's my first Gundam. I can understand why people would get attached to stuff like that, and is in their right to do so. Do I personally agree with the Gundam Seed being the best one or my favorite one? No, but it's good. It has its places. The mech designs in Gundam Seed are pretty cool. Yeah, if you told me to do that at a different time, I would have been very peeved. But I've learned to embrace the seed. Wink, wink. That is very true. Gundam Turn A's OST is so good. It's such a good soundtrack. It has no right flexing as hard as it does, but it does. I think Gundam I'm Blood Orphan also has a very nice soundtrack. There we go. And Ragnarok Online 2. But you could go Super Z Cup P-Pop. You can. I think we've talked about this before, but yeah. Be gone. For the time being. I can hear Fred be all squeaky. My dog, Fred, the dude whines. He's a big crybaby. He'll whine like a big old baby. At pretty much anything. Like, I'm not sure if this is even possible. I think it's just because he basically has like dog PTSD or something because of how he was raised before we got him. Like I'm talking about the people we got Fred from fed him once a day. And then we'll leave him alone for like upwards of like 10 hours a day. And I'm just like, y'all, don't get a dog if we can't be there to raise the dog. That's number 6. I dropped it. It's my 6th drop. Yeah, exactly. If you're not nice to puppers, then you're not welcome here. Be good to all pets, right? Right. I think we can all agree. I think that's a controversial statement. Be good to all pets. I just realized I was trying to put this. All animals, yeah. Oh. Please. Raccoons are good. Do y'all ever think about how humanity has basically steadily domesticated the entire world? Because like cat, like, you know, not only cats and stuff, but like to some extent most animals are not predatory to humans anymore, and a lot of animals now actually seek out humans for food and stuff. Yeah. It's just neat, I guess. Neat to think about. So this is very unique for a Gundam. Because it's not a double jointed knee, right? Well, it is a double jointed knee. It can do this. But it can't chicken leg at all. Which most transforming mobile suits do that. So it's a unique situation, to say the least. Time for the giant kneecaps. Because with these giant knees of mine, I'll beat your face. Honestly, the knees have really added a lot of mass to the thigh. Yeah, look how thick these legs are. The giant legs. Legs that go for days. There we go. Bam. Bam. Thank yous, ma'ams. Alright, well, about this is the waist joint. I hear them trying to assemble and failing. If I drop a polycap, it is all over. It is all over if I drop this polycap, y'all. If that shit lands on a carpet, it's over. It's over. No way I'm getting it back. Come on. Work with me here. There we go. And then biome. There we go. Now we need the feet. The feet are super weird. They're super small. So let's get the feet. Oop. The feetsies. The peats. The toes. Other words involving feet. There we go. And it is a simple operation of... Well, I still need a clean question mark? What the fuck? I don't need to clean these. Well, I do need to clean it, but not the specific thing I was looking at. There we go. Ah, it's a little stopper. Okay. A little stopper to stop the feet from going too high. Alright, time to add the toes. Hey yo. Hey yo. I am forgetting what I was gonna say. Never mind. You hate to see it. You hate when that happens. See, look how small this foot is. That's the foot. That's all it is. That's all there is to that foot. There we go. Then foot go in, foot go in. And that's the feetsies. I believe next in line is the waists. It is. So that's the feetsies. Let me just redeem myself another stretch. Oh. Oop, did not mean to keep tapping this wire. There we go. Then there we go. Then B, we get the crotch piece. There's actually a lot of suits from Gundam Age that I wish had models. Like even premium Bandai models. Like there's the Genoese O custom, there's the Adele's 2s, the prototype Clanche I wouldn't mind having a model kit of. But the prototype I could probably just make on my own, honestly. It's just kind of that's just how it's made. It'd be really easy to make on my own. Just need to get myself another Age 2. Just for the shoulders, mainly. Up there it is. And that's number 7. 7th drop of the stream. There we go. If it isn't abundantly clear, I have butterfingers sometimes. Butterfingers. It's a weird word, butter. You know? It's a weird word to say. It's like, yes, I would like to spread coagulated milk solid on my bread in the morning. That's how I wake up. Weird. Basco is a weird word. There's actually a reason why I have my name the way it is. It's because it is according to my creators, it is a combination of basic combined programming language. Base Prola. You know, that's not. You know, there's a reason why. There's a reason why. This face is called Tabasco Prola. It's because it. Yeah, it kind of. Yeah, it reminds me of it too. What am I doing? Finishing the suit. There we go. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't do that yet. I need to put the side skirts on. What's really nice about this model is that it comes with a stand. It's super nice that they came with a stand, honestly. Oh, it does come with a beam saber. I was like, why is there beam sabers? Effect parts. I forgot that there's beam sabers. There we go. Yeah, so that's why I'm called Basco Prola. As for Tabasco, I don't know why Tabasco is called Tabasco. Probably because it just sounds cool. There we go. We are not quite done yet, but the body is done. More like Basco Brola. Orion Strider, more like Bro Ryan Strider. Get wrecked, nerd. Get absolutely wrecked. Ugh. Okay, we're building the gun now, so prepare your butts for guns. There we go. Proper orientation. Now for... So this version of its gun, I believe it is just a normal Hyper Dodge rifle. It's very interesting because of how its barrel is constructed. Don't get many pronged Gundam weapons. I think I can only really think of like a couple that have prongs. Oh, it's just a normal Dodge rifle instead of a Hyper Dodge rifle. I think that's only an age 2 thing, I guess. There we go. That was a weird sound. It sounded like a dog howling. That was so weird. See, like, it's a pronged gun. It's an interesting look to say the least. Ow! Do not say woof. Woof. There actually are beam bayonets out there. As in, I've made beam bayonets. Specifically on the Double Delta's rifle. Which is already flippin' massive. There's a beam bayonet there for point defense. Because in case y'all don't know, when I build a custom model kit, it's kind of like building almost like a fan fiction, like a physical fan fiction. So I usually think a lot about like what its combat capabilities would be, why it's designed the way it is, stuff like that. You know? And I made the Double Delta's rifle super long. So I was like, you know, it wouldn't be good up close. So it makes sense that for like defense purposes, if they had like a bayonet on the gun. So I gave it a bayonet using a beam saber. Because, you know, it makes sense, in my opinion, for there to be a point defense like that. Alright, let's give it a gun. It's a Dodd's rifle. There we go. Now it has a pew pew. What's next? Oh, there's storage! There's storage for it. That's awesome. You love to see the storage. Oh, shield. Shield time. Oh, woof. My dog's woofing. My guy, he's been barking. He's being sassy. And then this is gonna be our next empty runner. Empty runner. You love to see it. There we go. Shielded. We got a shield. And E12. Ah, yeah, a single beam saber. It has a single beam saber to its name. And the beam saber actually goes in the shield. See? There you go. Beam saber in the shield. Which is a nice little bit of storage, in my opinion. I think a lot of model kits fail at considering storage, like storage of like things and their accessories. That's also why I like grunts, because they tend to actually include that stuff, because it's just very simple to do. All right, next up, I believe we have finished building the main mobile suit. The only thing that's left is really the extra hands, and like some accessory parts for like landing gear, for instance. So I'm just gonna actually quickly throw the stand together. Which I appreciate that they included a stand, because look at these little feet. I don't think they could really hold up the Gundam. Actually, it's holding it up just fine, never mind. Long term, I don't think it would be able to hold up the Clanche. Alright. That's the stand. And now, here's the cool part about this mobile suit. So, as I said in the beginning, this Clanche can transform. So I think it would be nice if we actually ended the stream with us transforming the Clanche. So, first things first, remove accessories. Removed. Then, remove the hands. Removing the hands. Remove the cuffs. Turn the cuffs. So hang on, I actually do want to test something out real quick. While we have the hands off and the cuffs exposed. I'm just gonna toss that over there. I want to see if this would actually fit here. It does! So you can have like a fucking... It has technically 3 beam sabers. Remove accessories and acquire currency. So then the hands go back in. Like this, it looks like. Whoop! The thing on the back keeps falling out. Which is fine, because you're supposed to remove it so you can push the head down. Push the head down. Put the shield on. Here, right? Right. Then you go like... reattach it. Bringing it in close. So, this is what we have so far. Head's pushed down and jazz. It just should be pushed down. Then we turn, and push these down. Oh, so they're like so it's like into each other, it looks like. Then flip. Bring the hands in. This is weird. But I guess that's one way to hide the hands. Actually, it looks like it's a little more square than that. There we go. Then, oh, close the feet. Right, close the feet. Push that. Then flip up. Ah, I see. So then you flip that up. Slide the handle into the torso and then flip down. There we go. Flip down. And that is the Clanche's flight mode, which I believe we can actually have it displayed flying. If we just put it in, put the display stand in it, and then boom, we got a flying Clanche. All right. With that, I think I'm actually gonna call the stream here. We have built the Clanche. Overall, I think it was a pretty fun build. Very simple, right? There's something to be said about having a simple build. And I feel like most people don't appreciate the more simple builds just because they're simple. When in actuality, I feel like at least for like grunt suits, it is my preference for like what to do here. Right? Ooh. So with thank you all so much for coming. Let me just flop back over to the chat. Thank you all so much for coming to my stream. Next stream, there's no stream tomorrow, cause fuck Twitch, you know. But on Thursday there is going to be a stream. It's gonna be Destiny 2. And yeah. With that, let's find someone to raid. Thank you all once again for coming. Who to raid? Who to raid? I'm saying I'm gonna turn off my music. There you go. Who to raid? I'm checking this person out real quick. There we go. Let's do them. Cool. And yeah. I'll see you all next time. Make sure you all get yourself some water. Get yourself some food. Ooh, I'm hearing myself. That's weird. No, don't like that. Get yourself some nice rest. I'll see you all next time. Once again, that's going to be Destiny on Thursday. And yeah. I'm just gonna wait for the stream to catch up. Oh, real quick, never mind. There we go. 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 Gotta do the robo raid. That's the message. Okay, now I'm gonna wait for the stream to catch up.